I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like at the minute the UK is so divided with everything going on. Like I was seeing the protests in London and Glasgow, and they've not been. Some of the videos that I've seen has not kind of been nice to look at, and I kind of get the whole. I understand both people's point of view, but it feels like both people are kind of split up into two, and they're both, everyone's take my side, and these people are like, no, take my side, and it's getting quite aggressive. And in general, like, I understand the way, I understand what these protests are about, and to me, it's kind of like, I really see this, the government's caused like 90% of this, where a lot of these things that are happening is caused by them. They've created so much divide in this country, all the way up and down the UK. I swear, it felt like 10, 15 years ago, the UK used to be the most happiest place. Or it was definitely more happier now than it was back in the day. And now it kind of feels like nobody seems to be happy. Everybody seems to be blaming each other. Everybody seems to be angry. Everybody seems to be angry at something. It kind of feels like a miserable place to live. That's the way it feels. And yeah, that's just kind of my feelings on it. I seen a few clips here and there, which were, I don't know. I think you're always gonna get protests in a country, and you're always gonna get problems with the government. But the UK government here is definitely, I'm not too fond of them. It's always the people, the higher ups, that cause division amongst us, and it's it's certain people that will have to pay the price, unfortunately. And I think anybody that comes to the UK should obviously respect the culture and respect what Britain is. But at the same time, it becomes difficult when a few people don't follow that rule, and then the rest of the people get tied up with that certain individual. Well, that's not the case. But yeah, it does definitely feel like that. I guess the same thing can be said for the US when they had that election with Trump and I don't know who it was, Hillary, and excuse me, and then a huge divide. So it kind of feels like that in a way. Well, not as extreme as the US because that was quite bad, but with politics, you're never gonna get it. But these protests all up and down the country, it feels like everything is so split. Certain people over here want you to take sides with them. Certain people over there want you to take sides with them. It's like, whose side do I take? I want to just take my own side and be far back as possible. I don't want to be on anybody's side. Um, and how do these people find the time to protest? I'm too busy working and I'm too tired to go out and protest. So yeah, it's just a bit crazy right now, I think, with the UK. I don't know where UK is gonna be in 10 years and 15 years. I'm pretty sure the UK will still be the same, somewhat. But it definitely feels like this is a change in Britain, in the whole of the United Kingdom. It feels like something is changing. I don't know what it is in the UK, but it feels like a change is coming. I don't know if that's just me, but I think when change happens, it's never a nice thing, and it takes time for people to adapt. But I feel like things are changing to the point where just everything from top to bottom is going to be different. And yeah, that's the way I kind of see it. Um, that's kind of my view on it. about the United Kingdom. I've been here for over 20 years now, and most people want to leave the UK and move abroad, probably because of the weather, or they find the UK quite miserable, like they just go to work and everything and live that 9 to 5 life, just like modern day slavery, in my opinion, working 9 to 5 and just, wishing for the weekend to come away. And I think that's created as well. And then lack of support from people, the government not supporting people, and it's created this divide in the UK. So I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just me that has this opinion. Maybe it's nobody else, but that's the way I think at the current moment. The UK is quite divided. It might change in the future, it might not. Most likely, change is gonna happen, and this will probably go away. But at the minute, yeah, it is a bit kind of two sides people want to take. So I think the future will be interesting of the UK, where it goes. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to make today about the United Kingdom and the way things are going. We are getting more nicer weather, I think, more warmer weather. Believe it or not, we don't usually get hot weather. It's usually quite, you know, I don't kind of mind cool weather. I don't like it when it gets too hot, but if the weather was maybe warmer or the weather was nicer, maybe people would be more happier and everything. But still, I still see that it's no smiles, no nothing, even with the weather being nice. I think the I think most people seem stressed out about work, school, so everybody seems to be wanting to go somewhere. So yeah, that's the current state of the UK right now. But if you think different, that's completely fine. But yeah, change is happening. Change is never easy. Alright, that's the end of the video.